Hello, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie. I am here to do the mid-monthly reading for the sign of Libra for mid-May 2019. Let's get right into your shuffle. Oh, wait. From intuitivecandles.com, anybody that's new, these are 100% soy-based candles that I happen to promote for some local people within the province. They're all handcrafted. 100% soy-based, not harmful to your health. You light, you relax, and you reveal. When the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals like trees of life, pendulums, gorgeous stones. They're beautiful. Caged pendants, crystals, semi-precious stones, all kinds of gorgeous things. They're running a 10% off special for the last couple of months. If you use the promo code BOFF10, Bay of Fundy Fortunes and the number 10, when placing an order, it gets you 10% off your whole order. What else? There's something else I'm forgetting. A little different. This is lemon meringue pie. Right now the house smells like lemon. There's just a clean, fresh, light scent to the air. And this candle, lemon meringue pie, and another candle that they have called lemon and lime or lemon and lime pie. I'm not sure the name. If you go to the website, you'll see that there's a sale on these two until supply runs out. The sale will be on. They've knocked something off of it. I don't know how much it is. You'll have to go look at it. Go to intuitivecandles.com if you feel so inclined. The smells are beautiful. Soy-based. They're fantastic. They really are. None of them are too sharp or too heavy or anything like that. I enjoy everyone that comes through the door. Okay, so now we'll get into your shuffle. Libra. Did I say I'm a Libra rising? I just did Virgo. I'm a Virgo moon. And now we're into Libra. What's up for Libra during the last couple of weeks here of May 2019? You bring us some direction, some enlightenment, some guidance for lovely Libra. Give them a real good shuffle. This 5-card spread for anyone new. First card is overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth and your home, your relationships. The fourth card are challenges, should there be any. And your fifth card is your message from Spirit. All readings with Bay of Fundy Fortunes are for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus as well. These are general readings. They may not or may not resonate with you. Libra. I'm going to make this the last run, and then I'm going to cut the deck. Libra. Oh, God. 2, 3, 5. One more. This is Charmaine. This is her debut this evening. Her first time doing, I think it's a blue aventurine. That's what it is, I think. Anyways, it's her first time. I've had her for a while. Her name is Charmaine. All right, Charmaine. As this deck stands at the top 5 cards, the cards are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Libra for the last 2 weeks of May 2019. Of the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for the Libra spread. Thank you very much. She's smooth. She really responds really quick. There's no dilly-dallying around with her at all. None at all. Okay, let's see what we got here. Your very first card. We're looking at the Knight of Swords and drama. That's your overall energy for the next 2 weeks. Your second card, your finances and wealth. 8 of Wands, travel. Your third card, your hearth, your home, your relationships. We've got the Page of Cups in imagination. I called the Page of Cups by mistake. I meant to say the Knight of Cups in one of the other readings. It's the Knight of Cups I can't stand. I don't mind the Page of Cups. He's okay. 4 of Cups and Boredom are your challenges for the next couple of weeks. Your final card and your message from Spirit. We are looking at the Queen of Swords. Resilience. All right, my lovely Libras. This is your spread. Okay. There. I gotta get comfortable. That's what I'm missing. I'm feeling half naked. Hold on. Creature of habit that I am. Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes just in the mood. I love the color red. This is a red. Some people see it as an orange. I don't know why. It's very, very, very red. Red and sparkly. I love it. Here we go. Okay, so the very first card we're looking at here, Knight of Swords of drama. So a lot going on for you, Libra, for some of you anyway. You're going places. You're moving. Some of you are wanting to break free. I'm hearing to not give a darn about anything, responsibilities, that kind of a thing. You're wanting to just shuck them. You're yearning for that. You want some freedom. You want... Here's the kicker, Libra. You ain't alone. That's what we all want. We all want to say, screw the man, right? The man being the government, the law, you know. I don't want to do what's expected of me as an adult. We all want that, Libra. We all want that sense of freedom, where every day feels like a Saturday, every day feels like a holiday. That does exist, but it's called retirement. So you got to put in 40 years plus before you can get there. But somebody's really wanting to break out of their mold. I don't know what's going on there, but that's what I'm picking up on here. A boredom is an understatement. You're just fed up with being bored. That's even worse. You're bored and then you're really fed up with being bored. You're bored of being bored. And you're getting very restless. Somebody's feeling very resentful. You're not being realistic. You're looking at somebody else and you're going, well, how come they seem to have what it is that I want? Well, they worked for it. You can bet they worked for it. There was a young fellow one time. He had just graduated school. And he was saying to myself, my husband at the time, and his grandmother, we're all sitting out on the porch on the lake, beautiful summer's evening, and his grandmother said, so now that you graduated from high school, what is it that you want to do? He goes, well, what I want to do is do something that's going to make me a whole lot of money. It's going to make me really, really rich, and then I never have to work again. I can just enjoy life. And I looked at him, and I said, gee, I wish I'd thought of that. And everybody just cut up laughing because it was, and then he hung his head down. He was laughing. He's like, yeah, okay, I hear what you're saying. And it's like, we all want that. We all do. We got the Knight of Swords here, but I see somebody, Libra, what's wrong with you? You're feeling not like Libra at all, really. There's more of an aggression there, a resentment there, an anger, quick to jump. You're like hanging on the end of a rope. And you're wanting to kick out and break free. You're wanting different. You're wanting vibrant. You're wanting more color in your life. You feel like life, the best of life, is passing you by. And the drama is mostly coming from you. That's what I'm getting here. It's mostly coming from you. You're the cause of it. Lovely little Libra that wants everybody to get along. That's a peacekeeper. That never rocks the boat. All of a sudden is breaking out of the mold. Some of you are breaking your mold. This is a very driven energy with this card. There's, I'm hearing, ain't nothing going to stop me now. I'm going through. I'm going to try. I'm breaking through. I'm breaking loose. I'm breaking free. I don't care. This is a general reading. It's not applying to a whole lot of you. I know that for a fact. It's just 1, 2, maybe 5 out of thousands. The number is very, very small, but it is what it is. So I'm sorry if it doesn't apply to you. I'm sorry about that. There's confrontations, unexpected run-ins, relationships, argumentative relationships. You may have a fight on your hands, not physical or anything, but yeah, a challenge. I'm sorry, this card normally applies to somebody else in your life, but I'm saying it for you, Libra. You're the one causing the upheavals. You're really kicking, it's like you're kicking doors in. You're not even knocking or asking to come in, you just boom, walk right in. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, it's almost comical. It's almost comical. Because not every Libra is the same, not every Cancer is the same. We're not all the same because we're the same sign. We can be very different people. We share traits. And a trait with Libra, maybe not everybody, but they're very quiet and they're passive, and they're like do the Rodney King thing. Why can't we all just get along? You know, quote unquote, from Rodney King. And why can't we all just get along? And here they are, the other side. It's almost like this secret thing that's been in you, and people are, wow, oh, did you see what they just did? Are they crazy? They lost their mind. They're having a nervous breakdown. Obviously, they're having a break. No, you're not. You're just feeling like your life is going nowhere. It is not going the way you hoped it would go. It's not going anywhere. I'm feeling a stagnation for some of you, and you're really trying to bust away from that. You don't want to end up in a stagnant life, feeling like a stagnant person, being bored out of your own mind, boring your own self. What a weird, weird messages coming through here for you guys. Really, really weird. It shows you having a run-in here with somebody, and the shock is going to bounce back to you because this other person is going to show their other side to you. All right, this could be a romantic, it could be your partner, your mate, but they're going to see another side to somebody you never saw before. And what a wake-up call that's going to be. It's going to really give you food for thought, and you're going to be like, wow, I thought I knew them. I didn't know they had it in them to be that way. It really has you second-guessing an awful lot of things. Yeah, but now you know what? You say, so this is who I'm dealing with when it comes to issues like this. This is who I'm dealing with. All right, as long as I know what I'm dealing with, you'll be able to handle it. But it's an awakening and an awareness you never had before of somebody else. But the advice of the card for you, Libra, is to avoid any trouble at any cost if you can. Try to avoid any trouble that you possibly can, but there is going to be one situation. It's almost going to be a comedy of errors. It's almost like the Roadrunner being chased by Wile E. Coyote, right? You're running like a bat out of hell. Just and there's something. It's going to chase you till it finds you, till there's an explosion, and you can't get out of it, and you've got to stand and do this face off with somebody else. Yeah, there is one thing you're not going to be able to. Don't take this personally. That's coming through as well. Do not take this personally. Don't take it right to heart. Whatever this is with this other person, I just got a feeling you're not the first person that they've talked to this way, with an accusatory tone of some kind. You're not the first one. This person has issues. So don't take it personally. Just try to come out of it unscathed the best way that you can. Stress, unstoppable force, manipulation, immaturity, and shock is some of the meanings of this card. The key word, your second card we're looking at is the Eight of Wands and travel. I just had this in the previous reading. Eight of Wands and travel. And this is some of you, maybe somebody has been saving up, Libra, very, very, very dedicated to having a little savings account. It's just for you. because this card here is a brilliant card for traveling. So Libra, if you're anything like me, maybe we're the same that way, I don't know. Very, very shy away from the idea of traveling at all. In my brain, I travel all over the world. There's things think I like to see, places I've always wanted to go to. But actually doing it is a whole different thing. I'm quite happy and comfortable in my own country, thank you very much. And if I was going to go away somewhere where there's sun and there's water, the ocean, I've got that right in my backyard. So why would I leave here? So I can reason it out, make it one excuse after another. With the internet, we can travel. I know it's not the same as being there, but at least we get more exposure than we did, say, 30 years ago. But you may be saving Libra for a trip. I'm taking a trip this summer. It's going to be a one-day thing, just a one day. It's on my birthday. I'm going to an island that's nearby here. I've been told not to go, that once I get on that island and I get exploring, that I'm never going to want to leave. Guaranteed, they said. They said it with a passion. Guaranteed you will never want to leave. It's beautiful. You think here's pretty. Where do you see there? So we take a ferry out through the Bay of Fundy to land on Grand Manan Island. And it'll be fun. It's just for the day. So I'll be bringing back lots of pictures with me. But that's a day thing. I'm coming back. I know where the day ends. I know what's coming. I'm a very, I need to know exactly what we're doing, where we're going, how long we're going to be, when we're coming back. I need to know when I'm going to be able to be home again. Once I know, then I usually calm down because I know what the itinerary is. Kind of a thing. When it begins, when it ends, and then I'm all good with it. But the thought of not making it back to my home, sleeping in my own bed, sends me right into a panic. I just can't. I just can't. It's the way I am. I'm a homebody. I like being at home. I love to venture. Like I like doing things and there's nobody to do it with. Even my husband didn't like going out after dark at all. And there'd be many nights there'd be a full moon out there and the whole beach and the cove, everything lit right up. You don't even need a flashlight. Let's go for a walk. It's, dark out. It's 10 o'clock. Terrified to go. I like doing things on the spur of the moment. Let's take a walk to the beach. Let's go down to the beach and start a campfire. Or something like this. I'm adventurous, but not when it takes me out of my comfort zone. And that's probably the Libra in me, I'm sure. I don't want the boat in my life being rocked no more than I'd rock anybody else's. I keep saying I because I'm a Libra rising. I'm relating to this very, very much. But some of you may be brave. Good for you if you're feeling really brave and you've been saving up to go somewhere. All the power to you. I envy you, but I can't let go that much. It's the way I am. Things are going to get real busy when this card shows up. Things are going to get real, real busy. Changes are coming up for you. You're making changes, and it's not going to be your everyday stuff anymore. Things are moving quite quickly. Plans that you've had in place, all of a sudden, the restraints are being let go. They're being cut. There's no more delays to anything. You're making decisions. And not only that, it's not yada, yada, yada. Let's just talk about it some more. This is a card of action. Things are happening. This is a good, good thing. Completing projects that you may have had on the go as well. Finally meeting that goal and that target. Travel plans are going to be firing right up. You're going to be fielding more phone calls, more emails, more text messages, regular mail, conflicting times with your meetings, setting up meetings. You're feeling like you're being pulled two different places at once. It's either nothing's happening at all or it all explodes at once. Everything's happening at once. It's one of those type of situations. Leave you feeling dizzy and wanting to just stop so you can catch your breath. But it's bewildering. It's overwhelming. It's bewildering, but there's nothing seriously mean or dark or bad about any of it. It's all good. It's all productive. It's all forward moving. It's just all at once. And it's to the point it's almost a comedy and you're laughing because you can barely keep up with everything going on around you. And you just sit and you laugh and you say, this is too funny. This is too funny. But it's a good funny. Everything that's coming at you, you get some good stuff coming towards you, Libra. Please let it be me. Good stuff. And I don't mean just like money and stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about really good energies coming into your life that are going to bring other things into your life. And they're all good. To fulfill you even more than you already are. To feel more loved. To be able to love more. These things that really matter. family, friends, our relationships, our connections to other people, our connection to the universe. There's a lot of growth going on with this card. Travel is the least of it. You're traveling in ways other than jumping on a train or a plane. You're traveling, your whole spirit, the whole essence of you is moving forward, is traveling. But it is a bit bewildering, but it's a very, very happy time. Communication is one of your keywords that's being highlighted. Everything speeding up is being highlighted. This is a very exciting time for you, Libra. Money's not an issue. That's all I'm hearing about. Money is not an issue at all. Wow, would I ever love that to be me? And I don't mean to be stinking rich. Enough that my bills are paid, and I don't have to worry that way. My rent's paid, my bills are paid, there's food in my fridge. My needs are all met, and if I have any left over for a few wants, then I consider myself stinking rich, right? I appreciate the little things in life that come our way. I don't blow them off. I don't just grab and continue. I always stop to think. I really try to discipline myself. I try to, when I climb into bed every night, I'm in my head going, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this day, for the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here one more day. I try to remember to do that every night, getting into bed. And it's just a good practice to get into, acknowledging. And some days are really bad. I'm like anybody else. I have really hard days I have to get through. And those nights I usually remember, and I say thank you for the hard times today. Because I'm sure there's rich lessons. Something good is going to come out of this. Something eventually good. This will come to pass, but something good will come out of it. Thank you for that. It takes a lot to do that. But the next card we're looking at is the Page of Cups. Imagination. I'm hearing here. Feeding your inner child. Salving, putting a salve, a softness, a soothing of the inner child within you, Libra. I'm hearing that's how you protect yourself from the world. Is you go into your inner child and you kind of, you park yourself there for a little bit so that you can stay out of touch. You don't want to touch the world. I have a saying, and I say, the way I am, the type of person I am, is I want to be able to reach out and I want to be able to touch the world for the betterment and the good. But I'll tell you right now, I don't want the world touching me at all. I want the world to back off. I don't want the world touching me, yet I want to touch the world. So that's confliction going on there. Maybe that's a Libra part of me as well. That not wanting to be touched by the world. I want the world to stay away, to leave me alone. But yet, I really want to, don't we all, a lot of us in a way, want to make our mark, not to be famous or well known, but to make a difference. We all want to make a good difference in the world. Well, not all, because there's bad people in the world, right? Bad seeds, whatever you want to call them. People make bad choices, while the rest of us are trying to clean up behind people like that and trying to tell everybody, hey, everybody calm down. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not bad. We can fix this. We can work with this. We can make this better, a better thing. But I think we all, want to, I've done things in my life that were good and moved forward, paid something for, and never took credit for. There's a few times I've been able to do that, and it's a really neat feeling. If you do something really nice for somebody, really good, to fulfill a need, something somebody was worried about, and you help without them knowing, something you can do anonymously. I've done this a few times, about 3 times that I was able to. And the feeling afterward was one of, maybe call me selfish, but it felt really good. I was very excited, and I had the giggles. I thought it was so neat and so wonderful to be able to do something like that for somebody, helping them and not taking any credit, them having no idea, no clue. And there was one thing I did one time, and a friend of mine said to me, I told her what I had done because we were kind of in this together, and she said, oh my God, Natalie, you didn't. I said, yes, I did. I was able to, so I did. If they only knew, she said, if they only knew. Oh my God. This is, you know, karma's gonna treat you good for that. I said I didn't do it for that reason. I did it because I'd seen a need that needed to be filled, and I was able to fill it, and I filled it. And I backed off, and she said, they'll never know. I said, no, they'll never know. So we do that, and the universe kind of comes in and makes its own play there, and maybe that's a brownie point for me in the bigger picture, and the universe puts it in a little vault, saving it up for down the road when I'm really going to need the extra help, and you always do. We don't ever really truly live happily ever after. As long as you live and breathe on terra firma, there's going to be up days, up moments, down moments, because you got a heartbeat, and we deal with the rest of the world. The only time it wouldn't change is if you lived alone, if you were living in one of those subsistence lifestyles up in Alaska. They have that show, Life Below Zero, and they all live from the land. You know, I watch that show, and I say to myself, I would really wish I was like 30 years old again, right? Because that interests me. I don't like the idea of eating meat. I would starve. My husband said, you'd starve to death up there. I am a small amount of meat. There's some things I won't eat. I won't eat pork of any kind. I don't eat pig at all. They're an intelligent animal. There's no way. I'd probably starve to death up there because, you know, a lot of them, they're 200, 300, 600 miles away from a grocery store. They're in the middle of nowhere. They've got to, you know, survive on their own. They call them subsistence. People living that lifestyle, living off the land, renewables, resources. But I would love that solitude of not having people make my day go up and down and up and down, up and down, up and down. They don't answer to anybody. These people work for themselves. They bring in their own heat, their own fire with their own electricity, their own food. They're always building. They're always busy. They're healthy. They're living off the land. I would love to do something like that, except I would starve to death. Because you wouldn't be able to pick blueberries and live off blueberries all year round. You would be able to do that. But it's a fascination because these people are very well balanced. And when they do see people, they're very happy to see them. They're appreciative. You appreciate people. I go 2-3 weeks here and don't see a living soul. Nobody. Talk to a lot of people online, do some, you know, Skyping, this and that. But for me, and being a Libra, maybe that's what makes me this way. I don't know, but I don't get lonely and I don't crave human companionship. I really don't. But I can go like 3 weeks and not have one other person come into my house. Not one. Come week 4, maybe somebody comes over to, they stopping in to say hi. And you're real happy to see them because you haven't seen anybody. But it's nice because my days go the way I want them to. Driving my own life. Just keeping that balance there. If I get upset or pissed off, it's usually myself pissing myself off. I've done something stupid or wrong, or I'm frustrated. But I mean overall, not having to deal. I hate when my phone rings. And I'm always afraid to open messages because I don't know who it's going to be from. I hate the unknown now. I don't like I don't like that kind of a thing. It's like, I don't want to. And my little telephone only has a plug-in thing. It's a landline, has a plug-in into the wall. And that makes your screen light up so you can see who's calling. And my little plug, I can't stand it. It's only that long and you can't move. You're stuck right there with the phone. You can't. And when someone calls me, I grab the phone, pick it up, and I move around. I got a 100-foot cord, right? And this sort of a thing. But I hate if I'm not expecting a call and the phone rings at an odd hour. Who the hell is that? Do I even bother answering it? I don't like the unexpected. As I'm learning more about Libra as we go along, because I've always been such a diehard Cancer person, and we're real good at climbing into our shell and pulling down the lid. And I guess maybe for me, I live most of my life that way, but I'm happy with it. I don't get bored and I don't get lonely. For the most part, I just play a lot of music when I'm not doing readings. Music is a big filler for all of that. And then when I've had enough of that and I just want to sit and veg out, I'll watch some mindless television that doesn't make my brain work too hard. You know, this kind of a thing. And I eat what I want and I sleep what I want. I don't have anybody telling me any differently. I do what I want when I want to do it, and it's freedom. It is freedom. And I do sense that some Libras are fighting to achieve that. They want that. They want that. I'll do what I want when I want to do it. We still have to make rules for ourselves. I mean, you know, we still have to make our own rules. We can't survive without it. It's like if you're on medication, you have to take a medication a certain time every day. The bottle's not telling you, but you're telling yourself, I have to do that for me. So we can't break free completely. But some of you, I can hear some of you saying, just give me a taste of all that. Just a taste of it. I'll be happy with the taste of it. Just a smidgen. And some of you want it all. And like I said, the big personality change going on. There's a big change going on in your life there. And that, like I said, feeding the inner child, tending to the inner child, protecting that inner child. Oh, this card brings you offers, good offers for yourself. Opportunities being brought to you. He's a page, and he's bringing you some opportunities, or he's letting you in. This is somebody coming to you, Libra, and letting you in on something that's going to benefit you. This is a really good friend of yours. If they're not really young, there's somebody that is really young at heart. They may even be older than you, but they're young at heart, represented by the page. But he's going to be bringing you or letting you know about some opportunities here. There's something for you to really think over, right? Maybe you'll have to stick it out and hold on to society a little bit longer so that you can work your way towards looking for that release of wanting to do things different. This isn't meant for everybody. A general reading is only going to apply to a couple of people out of thousands that are wanting to make a huge change. And this is big for Libra. This is huge. Probably the biggest change, the biggest thing you've ever done in your life for those that this applies to. New love coming into the picture for some of you. That's always an interesting thing. And for others already in love, there's growth in the area of love for you. And growth in your friendships as well. This is a very warm, welcoming, lovely card. Lovely card. Your home life, your intimate life, everything coming together. Your next card we're looking at, your challenges. And it's still coming. We're coming back. We're coming full circle again. And that Four of Cups is basically the boredom thing. It is, I'm done with this life. I don't want to do this anymore. Somebody is working in probably a call center. I heard factory first, but then call center. Kind of whispered in behind that, but it was a factory first. And it's the mundaneness. Nothing ever changes. Nothing changes. You go in, you know your job. There's all kinds of pluses to that, knowing your job inside out, upside down, doing it in your sleep kind of thing. But then there's the other side of that. Is that such a good thing? Where's the adventure? Where's the happiness, the excitement? What is motivating me to go to this job every day when I know I could close my eyes and just go through 8 to 12 hours of doing the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out. It never, ever changes. And you feel like I can't breathe. The very thought of spending, as somebody in their 20s said, the very thought of spending the next 40 years here doing this. No, and complete panic, hyperventilating the whole bed. I can't do this. I can't. I've got to make change. There's the panic coming through. You've got to make change. You've got to make change. You've got to make, because you're getting to the point, if you stay much longer, as this card indicates, you're going to lose belief in a lot of things. You stop believing in having a really nice relationship, a better love in your life, a better job, a better place to work, a better place to live, having a better life overall. You are in the driver's seat. You're the captain of your own life. So it's up to you, Libra, to take the bull by the horns, even if you're scared to death, right? And start implementing maybe little things and little changes so that you don't get too overwhelmed. Because I'm hearing timid Libra, timid Libra. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not judging. Like I said, I'm Libra rising, but saying timidly. I'll admit to that. Yeah, I'm timid in a lot of ways. In other ways, I'm not at all. Don't bring out the mama bear in me. I'm not scared of anybody. Because then I remember real quick how you can bleed like I can bleed. Your bones will break just like mine will. Bring it on. Don't hurt my babies. Do you know what I mean? Doing things for myself and going solo on things, you get very, very intimidated by that. We shy away. We tend to do that an awful lot. We really don't like animosity in our life. We don't like these big roller coaster rides. In our life, we want a balance, but you're seeking for a balance Let's use the word renewable, the words renewable resource. You having a pool of resources to keep pulling things out of that you'll need. Taking from this pool that's always there for you, and you're grateful for that. Somebody's got a pool that they can. A lot of that is your inner child. It's the inside. It's your own creativity, your own imagination, your own creativity to pull on resources that you need to get you to where you need to be, away from where you are. You want to get away from where you are, but you do need the resources that are immediately available to you to get you someplace else. Hard to explain, but that's what I'm hearing for some of you. You're pulling yourself out of quicksand. For some of you, that's what it feels like. You're just pulling yourself out of quicksand, grabbing at anything you can to pull yourself up because you feel like you're being sucked down. And it's just going to close in over your head, and where will you be? There are big changes coming up here for you, Libra, and you're bringing them all in yourself. Good changes, though. You're really wanting to grow. You really want to grow. But there's part of you, you don't even know what is needed to make you happy anymore. There's a few of you like that. You go, I've been trying to get out of this for years, trying to make a change. I don't know what to do. And I don't know what it is that I want. You just need to explore. You need to open up more to the universe. The universe will come in and help you and help guide you in the right direction. Without a doubt in my mind. Without a doubt. Don't let your life become stagnant. That doesn't serve anybody any good. If you're Libra, Cancer, who the hell you are, do not let your life become stagnant. It causes despondency. It causes disillusionment. It makes you paranoid, trying to bring more protection in on yourself. But there is a need for change. But there is some of you that have a stubborn way to you, and you're rigid in your thinking and in your beliefs. It may be time to take a second look. Because if you're going to make big changes, you want to see your life completely different, put it that way. Down the road, you see your life completely different than what it is now. Don't think you're going to get there without not making huge, major changes in your life. You have to. You have to jump through those hoops in order to get to where you're going to. Okay, so your last card we're looking at here. It's not a long reading. Wow. Queen of Swords, resilience. What a way to end the reading. You couldn't ask for any more. You really couldn't ask for any more. It's your message from Spirit. This is a card about strength of character. Staying true to yourself. Staying true to your dreams. Always bouncing back, Libra. You ever notice that? How many times have you been knocked down, Libra? And you've gotten back up again. And you started walking forward and you gained some momentum. You ended up further ahead than before when you got knocked down. That's a good thing. If that's what it takes to drive you, then that's what you have to go through. Be ready to take on some big challenges. You're making the bigger changes you're wanting to bring into your life, Libra. The bigger challenges that are going to come your way, you've got to put on a crash helmet, put on your safety belt, and get ready for those challenges that are going to come your way. You're going to find out what you're really made of, Libra. You will find out what you're really made of. How tough you can be, how hard, how resilient that you can be. You are ever resilient. That will never go away. That is what keeps you alive. That is what drives you and motivates you. You can get knocked down a lot. You're still going to get back up and continue moving forward. We're going to end it on that word for you. This is a happily ever after for you. It's all because of who you are and what makes you who you are. And you're wanting to grow. And you know what? Overall, despite the challenges and all the stuff you'll go through, the universe is smiling down at you because the universe loves diversity. The universe loves detail. The universe loves change. It shows growth and forward movement. So that's what it is for you, Libra. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you got something from it. My eyes are half laying down here on my cheekbones. It feels like it. I've been in front of the computer too long. Gotta make you guys the last ones for the night and finish the rest tomorrow. Anyways, I hope it helped you and it gave you guidance and direction and gave you food for thought, if nothing else, right? Okay, so if you'd like, to join us on Facebook. We have a group there as well, under Bay of Fundy Fortunes is what it's called. Of course it is. And it's closed, and it's private, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place to just be. And we all embrace this lifestyle, because it's not a choice. It's not something we do. It's a lifestyle is what it is. And it's a great one. It's a good one. Anyways, anybody else, if you're looking for me and you don't find me here, you usually find me walking down below along the water's edge that brings in the highest, mightiest tides in the whole world, the Bay of Fundy. I didn't forgot to say, yeah, if you're looking, you want a personal reading, to personalize a reading, look down below this video window in the show more section. Read through once, grab my email. I use that for everything and ship it off to me that you'd like to have a reading, and I'll get you taken care of. Everybody else, like I say, you can find me here or down below. I'm not very far. I wish the best of the best of the best to all of you during the last couple of weeks of May. Before we know it, we're going to be doing June. Unbelievable. It's spring, but it's cold. I wish it was warmer, but it isn't. I don't know. I got a feeling this summer's going to fly by so bad. So fast, I should say, that it's going to be a bad thing. It's going to go by too quick. Anyways, yes, share your light and your love out with the rest of the world. And live your life like you're living it under the microscope of the universe. And you'll never go wrong. You'll never get lost. I guarantee it. Hope to see you all back in June. Enjoy the rest of May. Bye for now.